Nichols, and she's here to talk about Run with the Fog. Is that right?
That's right, Mitch. Thank you for having me and seeing this in the Impact paper, I think. And
that's right.
And gave us a call to come out.
My sister, Miss Naomi, talk about this effort that's happening on Saturday, right?
Okay, Run with the Fog. FOG for Followers of God is their 8th annual 5K, 1 mile fun run and walk. So anybody that runs these 5Ks can come out. Anyone who just wants to walk it can come out to support us. The race will begin at 8 a.m. this Saturday, March the 30th. At the Lions Club Park on Highway 42 behind the Keith Superstation in Sumrall. The race is sponsored by our First Baptist Church Sumrall Student Ministry, and registration, pre-registration will be $20. For Pine Belt Pacers, I need to give a shout out to them. It's $15 for you people, and Mr. Richie Sumrall is our chairman of our youth committee, and he said make sure I remind those people to come out and support us because we like to see the Pine Belt Pacers help support us. The day of the race, the registration will be $25, and people can go to FBCSumrall.org to our events page. FBCSumrall.org. And to the events page, and then download registration forms that way. And there's contact numbers on there also for our church.
This is the 8th annual. How did it all get started?
Well, we saw a need for helping students go to summer camp, and this year we're going to Centrifuge again. Intense Bible study, games, activity that's all related back to what they study each day. Last year, I think we took 71 students with us from our church. Our youth ministry has kind of exploded, and I'm thankful to a lot of Bible study leaders that come alongside me. I just help coordinate the activities, and then I have a great youth committee. And then some other family group leaders that do the Bible studies, and Micah Mitchell and Drew Rochelle help do that. As you know, my husband Coleman passed away just over a year and 4 months ago.
Wow.
And he was the former youth minister there, and I just kind of wanted to step in and finish what he started, and then the church asked me to continue until we get a youth minister in place at some time in the future. And it's been a blessing to keep this going so that young people can go to camp, and help them offset the cost of it.
I admire you, Miss Naomi, because Coleman, he was a big dude, but he had a big old heart, and he just loved reaching anybody, not just for anybody in Sumrall, Mississippi. He was trying to reach the world, and seemingly so, by doing this, he's trying to reach the world as well. I mean, through things that he started doing.
The legacy continues, and we have groups coming in from Bogalusa, Louisiana to run, from some church groups from Florence, Mississippi, all because they knew Coleman. And once you knew Coleman, he was a friend for life.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so we honor the Lord with that. His favorite Bible verse was Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So please come out and help us with this race. Support us in this.
That's Saturday morning now. That's Saturday morning, and you can get there at. I tell you what, we're gonna take a break, and we'll come back and get Miss Naomi on the flip side. Make sure y'all get this information about Run with the Fog, and then we'll come back and we'll end the show. All right.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment. Segment of the Sports Page with Michael Mergens, our producer for the Sports Page on this Monday. It's a weekly show where we talk about a little bit of everything. If you're driving around, hello, how are you? I hope you're good. If you're at a business or residence, thanks for tuning in. We've had a good 2 hours, and I want to thank all of our sponsors. We've had, 10 guests so far this week, and it's been awesome. My boys tell me that I'm boring, so I always have one joke. So if you don't particularly like this joke, that's okay. You do not have to laugh, but they print them, and I say I'll read them. So Miss Naomi going to give you some more information in a minute, but I'm going to read this joke, so at least I'll be a man of my word. There was this Christian lady who had to do a lot of traveling for her business, so she did a lot of flying. But flying made her nervous, so she always took her Bible along with her to read, and it helped relax her. So one time she was sitting next to a man, and when she saw her pull out her Bible, he gave her a little chuckle and went back to what he was doing. Well, after a while, he turned to her and asked, "You don't really believe all that stuff in there, do you?" Well, the lady replied, "Of course I do. It's the Bible." He said, "Well, what about the guy that was swallowed by that whale?" She replied, "Oh, Jonah? Yes, I believe that. It is in the Bible." He asked, "Well, how do you suppose he survived all that time inside the well?" Well, the lady said, "Well, I don't really know. I guess when I get to heaven, I will ask him." "What if he isn't in heaven?" the man asked sarcastically. "Then you can ask him," replied the lady. I hear you laughing out there. Yeah. Miss Naomi.
Hello.
Saturday morning. See, Miss Naomi.
That was pretty good. I have one. Coleman says this little kid looked at his dad and said, "Dad, what does it mean when the pastor takes off his watch and lays it right there by his Bible when he gets up to preach each Sunday?" He said, "Son, that means absolutely nothing."
That's right. That's right. That's a Southern preacher. It don't mean nothing, does it? Hey, let's make sure we get the information out about Saturday morning.
Yes, I want to thank all our sponsors in Sumrall, Hattiesburg, Oak Grove areas, and would like people to come out and help us with and either run or walk in a 5K, 1 mile fun run walk, run with the fog, FOG, followers of God. It said people will know that we're followers of God when we love one another. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's Saturday, March the 30th. This Saturday, registration's at 7. The race will begin at 8 at Lions Club Park, behind Keith's Superstore on Highway 42 in Sumrall, and it's sponsored by the First Baptist Church Sumrall Student Ministry.
Now, y'all make sure you go out there on Saturday morning. It's the weekend of Easter, and it's a great time to really kind of invest yourself and give yourself away. And you know, when we talk about Easter, you know, everybody kind of gets set up for where you pretty dress or your nice tie, but I think things are changing in the bend. I think a lot of believers, so to speak, are now trying to do a lot of more stuff on the ground, aren't they? They're trying to give back a little more, other than they're going to church, but they want to serve too, don't they?
Right, and reach out to others that need help.
Mm-hmm. That's Miss Naomi Nichols. She is the coordinator of this. And of course, a lot of us remember her husband Coleman, who was the bomb, and he left us, but he's waiting on us.
That's right.
When we get up yonder, and I got some stuff to talk to him about when I get there, I promise you.
Well, I appreciate you having me in, and for my daughter Caitlin coming with me, kind of holding my hand over on the next side.
What's up, girl?
Give a little shout out to her. And also, I just want to say thanks for your character and integrity and the way you encourage people along the way.
We're glad to be here. You know, we never know when our next day, if we're going to ever see it. So while we're here, we might as well have fun.
That's right.
And, you know, try your best to try to live the truth, if it's good or bad.
Thanks. God bless you.
God bless you, Miss Naomi. Hey, Miss Naomi Nichols. Now, y'all don't forget to run with the fog. That's the 8th annual 5K 1 mile fun run, and the race will begin at 8 o'clock on the 30th at Lions Club Park on Highway 42 in Sumrall. The race is sponsored by First Baptist Church Sumrall Student Ministry, so you go out and support those folks. What did we do this past weekend? Well, we hosted what we call the Quarterback Club. It was our 10th annual one, and what happened? Some interesting things happened. We had 64 boys from about 25 schools come in, and it's a retreat for young men. We asked our high school football